Yeah. And it would be unwise and unfair if I do not read out comment of Tintharkar, which says manager should create a healthy competitive environment to build passion. Very, very important, Tirthankar. Thank you.
Excellent. Very good point, Shankar.
Let me take this further to the next two P's and three P's. In fact, we are going to talk about planning, preparation, and prototype as a part of process. And here, when we look at planning, preparation, and prototype, planning becomes one very important element of performance. Many a times we fail to plan, and over 25 years now, working with around 50,000 plus corporate people, I've realized when the word planning comes in, there is nothing else which they are able to say. Planning mein karna kya hai? What is the part of planning that I have to do? The word planning overshadows everything. They just say planning karo. But what do you really do in the part of planning? So one very important part of planning is to break that big goal into small goal and to make it into steps, like what actually has to be done to come to the level of the to-do list, maybe if I may say that, and then to analyze the risks. What are the possibilities of failure? Think positive doesn't work over here. Black hat thinking of six thinking hats is the most important thing to do, to identify why and what all can go wrong, because anything and everything can go wrong. And in the planning stage, if I do not think of the risks, I would not be able to plan properly. The next important thing which comes from the passion part of it is that if you are dealing as a manager, if you want to put your plan and somebody else to execute it, you would be pointed upon. And what would the people say? Your team members would say, sir, aapne jo bola tha, what you have said, we have done, we couldn't succeed, it is all because of you. So the best thing here is to bring in the goal, to discuss, and while planning, step back as a manager and let team members plan. Now, when team members are planning, they may not have your experience. You should do what is said as coaching. Bring in your coaching, follow the grow model, and let participants evolve their planning. And that is how you even do team development. Next few things which really comes as a part of planning is the prioritization, the scheduling, and the dependency part of it. Now, many a team members would not understand the dependency part of it and may schedule it incorrectly or may not prioritize as per goal. And that is where the manager's role comes into picture, to help them align, because the align word is very important. And we say the participant has to align, the team member has to align. But what does that mean? It means that you help your team member prioritize as per the goals, not as per your need. Prioritize based on and schedule based on the dependency of if there is someone who is dependent on you, or is there someone who would be on whom you are dependent, and then do the planning accordingly. So few things which comes in as a thought process for planning are these few, which we need to do as a part of process, whatever might be your potential, however lucky you might be. But if the planning is not in place, the next two P's are going to be just a tick mark.